We got trapologists when rappers get killed over interviews. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Is the real disrespectful. I'm going who you is. I will disrespect you.
Topic in the street. You been
crazy intro. Crazy way of starting a video. Knew what he was about.
The video, controversy behind the video.
Man, no big flop, man. He's a big no big flop.
Sources ID him as Abdul Vix, a rapper known as YBC Duel, affiliated with the West Philadelphia Young Bag Chasers.
One rapper dissed his op so bad, he got less than a day after the interview. And another dropped the diss on G-Herbo so crazy, he got gunned down by his crew just a few months later. These are times rappers got killed over interviews. And we gotta start off with YBC Duel, because one interview he did was so disrespectful, it got him killed less than a day after it dropped. Duel was known for his extreme antics and dissing dead ops on songs. And some of the disses were so disrespectful, he even earned the name Mr. Disrespectful from his fans. Because he even went as far as digging up one of his ops' grave back in February 2024.
We watched a video on bro. He done came back in the rim of things. Bro really went to a real grave site, bro, and digged up like obviously didn't dig up the body, but really was at the grave site and really started having a shovel and really started digging up shit. Like not like this. We just saw Fulio. We just saw people be at the grave site. We've never saw a nigga come with a shovel and start digging up the dirt of where the nigga's buried at, bro. I don't think we can get worse than that, bro. It's like, it's at some point we will max out of the disrespectful. It's like, what more can we do?
So disrespectful, he even earned the name Mr. Disrespectful from his fans. Because he even went as far as digging up one of his ops' grave back in February 2024.
Tombstone. Dirt up. Hey, yo, where the at, yo? Carney, where the right?
That wasn't all, because in May, he was on an episode of No Jumper, and he completely went off on all of his ops.
All ops, BCK, LMG, 56th Street, Belmont, y'all never got back. No, 44 CB taming y'all. Look, 38th Street, 38th Street, I ain't even going live. The Dub too, and who else? I ain't gonna lie, it's many more. Collar Hill, Parkside, Bud, Blue for Bud. Is the real disrespectful. I'm going who you is. I will disrespect you.
Because just the day before, Brandon Buckingham had posted an interview he did with YBC Duel, in which Duel talked on his beef with his ops and about how he and his crew were really getting the ops smoked. He even mentioned how almost no one in their hood, including his ops, were ever outside. Because according to Duel, his ops and about how
bro, that was I think that was just Lil Jeff. So he
and his crew were really getting the ops smoked. He even mentioned how almost no one in their hood, including his ops, were ever
that Lil Jeff? Yeah. Damn, yeah, them niggas, that whole crew was just fried. That whole crew be disrespectful. Even to this day, bro. I just saw some shit with Q50, bro. What he was doing to his baby mom, bro. Like baby mom, certain ones like don't understand like the line boundaries. It's just no such thing as boundaries, bro. I saw Q50 posing with his op's daughter, not posing but had chains on her and saying my stepdaughter and all that. It's like you expect, it's like shit, we don't expect nothing more from a nigga's op. The person that played the worst role is the baby mom, bro. Like you orchestrated this shit, you made this shit. Without you, there was no way of him disrespecting them like that. Like that shit was wild too, bro.
Outside, because according to Duel, he and his gang were terrorizing the block up.
It just took Drake, and he got gun butted with it. Real, go listen to it. Every mom, dad, sisters, brothers, we proving a point. No, it ain't no block you could go on down here and people outside. We blocks up. Never got robbed. I never got touched, shot at in the city.
We outside right now with the most disrespectful rapper in America. And we on.
Yeah, that nigga was. I never. You keep saying that shit, bro. RP to bro, but at a certain point, getting that mindset, being untouchable, would literally get your ass up out of here. Because you'll really think that, like, you can't be killed or can't be whatever the case is. In reality, what that does, that makes you lack, because now you feel like you're really untouchable. Now you're not going to be on your P's and Q's. I'm not saying that's the situation with bro, but, like, it's overall, man.
Feet on land.
Block. Feet on land.
They in the comments on no jumper till my man don't be outside. My man outside every day, all day.
I pulled up at 2 p.m. It's almost midnight.
And it almost
Shout out
sounded like he was
Brandon
bragging
Buckingham,
about
man.
it at one point, but his ops would eventually get the drop on him. And on August 23rd, 2024, the car pulled up on him while he was at a stoplight in Philly and let off 5 shots, hitting him in his hand and chest before speeding off down the street.
We are learning new details about the investigation into the murder of a person police say is a well-known gang member. The sound coming from this surveillance video, according to Philadelphia police, the deadly claimed the life of.
Today I'm going to make a beat. We're going to Output's new plugin co-producer. Play your beat. It's going to analyze it.
Dual Vix, also known as Young Dual.
His friend tried rushing him to the hospital, but unfortunately, he ended up passing away. And he probably should have eased up with all the dissing, since that's how many of his homies also went out. But if you thought that was crazy, one rapper lost his life for saying too much in his interview, and another died for speaking on his op. But first, let's talk about Tan the God, because her situation is even crazier than what happened to YBC Duel. And she made headlines back in 2023 for allegedly killing her ex and making a whole project about it. Because Tan was an up-and-coming rapper from Oakland, and she'd been in the rap scene for a long time. But in 2023,
nigga, what? We done saw girls set up niggas. We done saw him talk bad about the niggas when he died, saying he deserved it and all that. But we don't see the case of when the girl was the dropper. The girl got the job done herself. It's crazy. Then bragging, you gotta take him out. Oakland rapper Tan the God killed months after fans believe she bragged a song about murder her ex-boyfriend. God damn. God damn, we usually, I'll fuck your friend, I'll fuck your brother. Not I'll kill you. God damn, what the fuck?
Because Tan was an up-and-coming rapper from Oakland, and she'd been in the rap scene.
I see that EBK change, so she with J-Ball now.
For a long time. But in 2023, she went viral for dropping a project called Ex-Wood Pack. Nobody knows what really went down, but Tan the God made it sound like she killed her ex-boyfriend and was smoking on him. Tan even went on Kid L's podcast to speak on the situation, and she didn't really say.
That's where the dumbness became. I don't know what she about to say, but that's where the dumb shit becomes dumb and dumb. You fucking. It's one thing doing it, bro. That ain't our business. But going on a fucking interview, when do we start? By the way, I love Wingstop Ranch. Fuck you, if you judge me. At what point do we fucking, not realize talking on interviews can get used for fucking jail? In this case, it got her killed. But it's like, bro, what do you get out of that? Just sounding hard, bro. Now you in jail. Now you just look stupid. Like, that's fried. It's like to a certain point, and I hate to sound like the old head. Yo, this fucking the game up. They'll talk too much. But it's like, come on, bro. You can be all about that. Shut up about it, though. You feel me? Wait, who am I, man? This ain't how to get away with shit one-on-one. I'm just a reactor, man.
That she killed her ex, but Tan the God told Kid L.
Threatening family and you know where people live. When I think about it, I'm like, you know where my loved ones live? You gotta go. you got to go. Especially if you got the audacity to threaten them. What?
See?
You got to
what?
Family and
Tan even went on Kid L's podcast to speak on the situation, and she didn't really say that she killed her ex, but Tan the God told Kid L.
Threatening family and you know where people live. And I think about it, I'm like, you know where my loved ones live? You gotta go. you got to go.
Plus, if
you got the audacity to threaten them, what? You threatening my people? Yeah.
See, she's literally, bro, why? And then it's like, the interviewers ain't shit either, because they be baiting them with questions, bro. And it's like, yeah, that's a question. It's like, they fry for asking, but it's like, nigga, spin them around like, man, I ain't gonna speak on that shit. Next question. You can easily say that. What's stopping you from saying that? Instead, you want to fucking make a joke out of it and shit, bro. And RP to her, bro. But damn, bro. You want to interview a Kiki and damn, bro.
Everybody gonna die. Oh, is we?
During the interview, Tan made it sound like her ex had abused her and was sending death threats to her family. And that's why she allegedly took him out. Kidell even asked Tan how she was free, since the cops should have done something by now.
Did they like side with you on it? Or, like, how did you evade like any type of like consequence, basically?
And Tan the guy told him,
we gonna find that out on September 23rd.
Okay.
And after the Kidell interview dropped, everyone was trying.
So she was on trial. That makes it even frighter. You were on trial saying that shit, bruh. RP to her. Obviously, the court ain't get to her. Somebody slid on her. Must have been her boyfriend's family.
To figure out what it really went down. And some people thought Tan was just talking crazy for clout. But then rumors started going around that she really did kill the dude, and that she was even in the witness protection program. And about a month after her Kidell interview, Tan went on off the porch to announce that she'd beat the case, and that if things hadn't worked out, she'd have probably done the race like TK. And people still weren't sure if she was clowning or not. But then she brought a tombstone of her ex on the interview to show she was really smoking on him and said,
I thought this was an edit. Oh, fuck. This ain't as bad as the fucking, this ain't as bad as the digging up the ops grave, but this is crazy. Buying a fake tombstone, and I don't even know where you went to get a fucking edited backwood pack at. I dropped my fucking chicken because of you. I don't even know where do you find this at? I thought that was an animation. Here lies my ex. Died 2020. Born 2020. You know, that's my sister's birthday. That's crazy as hell. Hi, September. That's her name. Born in September. You know how many times in my life, your birthday in February, you February? No. But he says I'm cold. Fuck that. He ain't mine. That's my ex-pack. Should have got therapy. Then this is a fucking custom backwood pack. It says the X
she
wood.
Was sure if she was clowning or not. But then she brought a tombstone.
X woods. Oh my god. You need to leave. This shit is getting, oh man. They are getting creative with the shit, bro.
Stone of her ex on the interview to show she was really smoking on him and said,
extra childish, making families mad. And oh well, because they ain't gonna do about it.
Smoking on that X-Wood pack.
Oh yeah, you know it. Matter of fact, I got the smoke on this dead mother as we speak. Hold up. Hold on, let me get my love.
But things eventually go left for Tan the Guy, because in July 2024, she was doing a meet and greet and performing for the grand opening of a beauty supply shop in Oakland, when out of nowhere, a dude ran up on her and shot her in front of everybody in broad daylight. According to report,
see, bro, you saying shit like that, bro, and going to places like bro don't got people that love him, watching these interviews, bro. God damn.
A dude in
a
hoodie
crazy.
walked in.
I've never heard of that story. Now I hear chitter chatter about the last dude. I've never heard this female story. What the fuck?
And behind her after she was done chopping it up with her fans, and allegedly got into some kind of argument with her. And that's when he upped the strap and started letting off shots. After the shots rang out, fans reported hearing Tan the Guy screaming, "I'm hit," and the paramedics soon rolled up to the scene to rush Tan to the hospital. But she was tragically pronounced dead just a couple hours later. And after the news broke, a lot of different stories started flying around about what really went down. At first, nobody knew why Tan the Guy got hit, but fans started connecting the dots to her interviews and the project she dropped back in 2023. And it's really tragic since Tan the God was finally starting to get some motion in the rap game. And sometimes it's best not to even speak on things you did in interviews to gain clout, because that's part of the reason rapper G Money lost his life. Because NBA Youngboy and G Money were close friends.
We know about this one.
At one point. But then G Money pulled this move in a 2017 interview with Say Cheese, because he says,
young boy, I know the radio.
Sister too, though.
About his sister?
Yeah, I had a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he mad about that.
Damn.
He wasn't really tripping on it back then, though, you know what I'm saying? He be calling me big brother.
And after this interview, G Money then went on to drop a diss on Youngboy named Industry. And in the song, he gets disrespectful, saying, "Your sister swallowed, so I never kissed her, but I with her, so I never dissed her." G Money was rising in fame after all of this, but he wasn't moving too smart and kept sending disses at NBA Youngboy and his homies, saying how he was still recording at the same studio and driving the same cars. And the beef ended up getting so serious that it led to gun violence. G Money was in the studio one night finishing up another recording session until shortly after leaving around 1 a.m. he was shot by an unknown person who was waiting for him at the door. And Youngboy spoke on the situation in a song named Poor One, where he rapped, "Matter of fact, I used to call you my big brother. Then you did some foul, and that with my sister." But G Money isn't the only rapper from TBG who died after dissing someone. And it didn't turn out good. The same happened with Boulevard Quick, because in 2018, after Quick got out of prison, he started going hard with the music as well. And in August 2018, he dropped the video for the song Never Lacking. And at the end, he went on a huge rant against Youngboy.
Pull up. Back.
There's nothing like a
damn, that nigga
haircut
cussed so much. I have no idea what he said.
Alive.
That shit
relevant,
just,
you know?
that shit was just.
And then you feel like $1 million when you
that
get out
shit
the
literally
chair,
just
you know?
blocked everything.
My name is Oscar. I'm a barber by trade. I've been doing it for 17 years now. Long time. Yeah, it's been a while. During the holidays, a bunch of local barbers, we go back to the New Orleans Mission, which is a homeless shelter. Something as simple as a haircut, you know? Take a look in that mirror and you're looking at somebody that you probably haven't seen in years. My mom's always been one to, you know, just always give back. And I think, you know, subconscious.
Don't chill. You know, TBG Gorilla Gang, long live G Money. I'ma talk my. I don't hide behind money, cause I ain't got that much. So I'm in the field. Can't be.
R.I.P. to bro, but at least he honest. He said, I ain't hiding behind money, cause nigga, I don't got that much. Hey, we admire the honesty.
Behind money, cause I ain't got that much.
Got that much.
So I'm in the field. Can't be money counterfeit. You drop the bag while I'm still breathing.
And Youngboy's mom hopped in and told Boulevard Quick to leave him alone. But Boulevard Quick wasn't hearing that and responded, telling her to mind her business, which really pissed Youngboy off.
Hey, man. Mom, take me out there. That eat a big long.
So just a few weeks later, he was killed. In November 2018, the police found Quick's body in the parking lot of his apartment complex. YB spoke on the situation on Impact, saying, "They spoke on my mama. I ain't want to talk. I end up killing her." But now, let's move on to OG Man, because he wasn't a real rapper like YBC Duel.
Trapper always low-key be dry snitching on these niggas, bro. Trapology, you heard this nigga talking, bro. Why did bro done pulled up lyrics to basically incriminate the fuck out of Youngboy, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. These bloggers be snitching to. It's a dirty game, man. You can't just push it in your lyrics. But Youngboy can't just say like he was talking about anything, or bro could just be like I was playing GTA or something. I don't know. But crazy that he found a lyric.
And Tan the God, but he went viral in 2016 for dropping a diss with a music video so disrespectful, even DJ Academic straight up called it demonic. OG Man was one of DMV's biggest hitters, and his name was well respected in the streets. But then he decided to have relations with Big Flock's girl, who was one of his homies at the time. And that's what pissed Big Flock off, because when he found out about it, he dropped a diss on Man called The Intro, calling out OG as a snitch for the feds, where he rapped, "A man turned to informant, thought that he was real. He put on a good performance." And Man wasn't too happy with the diss, since his crew really hated snitches. So when he finally got out of jail, he took to the studio to record Truth, one of the most disrespectful disses of all time, in which he rapped, "I know why you mad, cause I'm your. Stop playing with me, talking about I'm snitching. Rest in peace to Lil Chris. Yeah, I know they Miss him. Don't trip. His whole squad gonna lay there with him. And that wasn't all, because the music video was actually shot at C. Diddy's grave, one of Big Flock's closest homies and most respected gang member that had died. And after the video dropped, Man even linked up with Cutthroat TV for an interview in which he doubled down on his claims, dissing Big Flock and his crew even more.
Big Flock, the video, controversy behind the video.
Man, no Big Flock, man. He's a big... no Big Flock. He mad.
Talking about he's a big.
He mad. He want my life. He mad. He ain't me. So, you know, I had to go on him like I went on him. It's simple.
Damn, why he's...
About you, your dead man, your mother.
One thing about it, damn, this nigga, it's like they ass saying fuck you ain't enough. I'm gonna say fuck every fucking person in your family tree. It's diabolical. But damn, bro, one thing about it, bro, niggas will crash about pussy. We live in a world where you could slap a nigga, take something from her, do whatever. He may let that slide. You fuck his bitch, your ass is grass, buddy. We had the highest percentage of crashing over pussy right now in this world, bro. I don't know why, but that's just the way things are right now.
Your father, your grandmother, I don't give a f none of that. Like, I'ma go on you, your dead man, your mother, your grandfather, all that. Okay? You hear me? Like, you don't disrespect me and think I ain't gonna say nothing to you. I ain't one of them you think you gonna say something to and I say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing back. Like, I know the real him. That's why the song came about, the truth. It ain't a sneak diss, it's the truth.
But Big Flock didn't take the dissing lightly. And unfortunately, OG Man would end up losing his life over it. Because on June 12, 2016, Man received a call from someone who wanted him to pull up to Southeast DC for a cookout they were gonna have later that night. But once OG pulled up, the man walked up to him, his blick, letting off multiple shots and ending his life.
There was no cookout? The cookout didn't exist? Or did somebody pop up at the cookout? Damn.
Many suspected Big Flock as soon as it happened, and the cops later raided Flock's home for evidence, but found nothing more than rounds of ammunition and a few $1,000s worth of narcotics. And since there was no way to prove his involvement in Man's death, he was instead charged with illegal possession of firearms and drugs, which he took a plea deal for and got 45 months in jail. Let's move on to Lil JoJo, because he started to make a name for himself back in 2012 after dropping his song BDK, in which he took shots at the Black Disciples. He was a dude from the south side of Chicago who repped the gang Brick Squad, who was a subground of the Gangster Disciples. And at first, JoJo wasn't a rapper, but after hearing a diss Lil Durk drop on his gang back in 2012 called L's Anthem, he decided to hop in the booth to shoot back. On April 27th, 2012, Lil JoJo dropped a remix of Chief Keef's song Every Day called BDK, aka 300K, which took shots at the whole BDK gang, including
I remember
Chief
when this
Keef,
shit was happening in real time,
and JoJo
bro.
didn't stop there, because his BDK track got so much attention that he decided to keep dropping disses to build up his career as a
like this Chicago shit hit America so hard, bro. It had everybody rolling up people out of woods, stamping, like they definitely modernized Chicago. Y'all shaped America a lot. Till this day, like, niggas was not, like, when I was younger, the younger me realizing they were saying a dead person name and they're rolling them up in the wood and smoke. That shit would fuck me up. Before then, we thought that was like respect. Remember Tupac and I think Snoop Dogg said he smoked. This is weird though, but Snoop Dogg said he rolled and smoked some of Tupac's ashes or something because that's what he wanted. I don't know, but not so much of that because that's fucking crazy. But that was more of like an honor. But when they came out saying we rolling up da-da-da in the wood and a swisher at the time, because niggas wasn't even smoking woods. When they first said it, niggas was not smoking woods. Now you put them in the wood. But back then, they was putting da-da-da in a swisher. That shit fucked up, bro. As a 6th grade me, nigga, I was mind blown, bro. And it was the first niggas, not first niggas, but the niggas we first saw them on live or on the phone with the op acting like if you didn't know, you would think these niggas were friends, bro. That shit was fucking my head up, bro. They on live and on the phone talking about, hey, bro, I ain't saw you in a minute. Damn, you ain't been around, bro. I've been coming over there. You ain't been around. A nigga that doesn't know shit be like, damn, why ain't she? Why isn't he around for him to pull up? Whole time this nigga is talking about you ain't been around so I could smoke you. Fucked my head up, bro. Chicago fucked us up, bro. I'm gonna be real.
He followed up with the track Tied Up,
They
in
fucked
which he took
America
more
up.
shots at Keith and another diss, which was a remix of the Yo Gotti song, I Got That Sack, in which he claimed that one of his homies had knocked Lil Reese out, saying, catch him in traffic with Lil Reese, man, they gon' feel this Mac. BDK, that's my team in my city, got my back. Went to school with these, but they don't mean my tail knocked him out. You should have seen that.
That shit.
And in the outro of the
I
song,
remember.
they took it a step further by taking shots at David Barksdale, aka King David, the founder of the Black Disciples. And JoJo's
that's what they was talking about. We always hear them say King David. On King David.
homie P. Rico can be heard shouting, and JoJo going dumb on Dirks. BDK, die L's on Queen Dave. And many took offense to the diss because Lil JoJo was also quickly becoming one of the most hated GDs in the city. And he still wasn't done with the dissing because he downplayed his op on a TP radio interview and told the interviewer that he wasn't done with the 300K disses since he had some sort of sequel in mind for the project.
What's the actual title to it?
300K. They like that. Ain't no PK, 300K.
When he dropped that fucked it up.
Right? How you gonna do that? What is that?
Part 2 is just a little series of videos.
Oh, okay, this is all gonna tie into one thing though, or how this going?
It'll be like a little movie.
Okay, bet that.
But on September 4th, 2012, Lil JoJo would lose his life in a very tragic way. He was riding with his homie's bike along 69th Street when a car pulled up on him and let off shots, hitting him to the ground, and unfortunately, he'd be pronounced dead at the hospital. And JoJo made a grave mistake because just a few minutes prior, he had dropped his location on Twitter, tagging Lil Reese, basically telling him that he was outside if Reese was really down for the action. Many suspected Lil Reese was the one behind the hit, seeing as they'd been going back and forth for months prior to the shooting. And right after it happened, Chief Keef also went on Twitter to clown JoJo out, saying it's sad because JoJo wanted to be just like.
See, y'all don't know. Y'all, I remember this Keef. Y'all think Chief just chilled? Oh, he in Cali, he be away. This is the origin. This is what he was at one point. That boy Chief was the first nigga to diss JoJo immediately. 8:24 a.m. Nigga woke up before eating breakfast, decided to diss this nigga. Just let that sink in.
Gus. Lil Reese and Chief Keef were both taken into questioning, but no charges were filed since the cops couldn't make a clear connection, and no one was ever arrested for the death of Lil JoJo. But about a year later, Swag Dinero, who was JoJo's older brother, hinted that whoever was responsible for the hit was no longer breathing because he tweeted on phone them, y'all don't know how this go for real. Hashtag no talking. Even the ops know the MF who took my bro ain't walking this earth no more. And the whole situation's pretty sad since Lil JoJo was just starting to see some buzz in the city. But now, let's move on to FBG Cash because he died not too long after talking about something disrespectful that he did during an interview. In late 2020, Chicago rapper FBG Cash took a picture in front of King Von's mural to disrespect Von and his people. Not long after taking the picture, he went on No Jumper to discuss it. He told Adam 22 about the conversation he had with Lil Durk before taking the picture.
What kind of conversation were you having before he told you to go take this photo?
You know, go over there and do that and see what happened to you. I'm outside right now.
You hit him up?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was just like, hey, what's up? Why Chicago's so weird because the ops always be talking to each other and like going on live and tweeting
like
at each other.
Cool. That's why I said like they cool, bro. It's weird, bro. It's like that's what they do. It's not like I hate this nigga this way. I don't got nothing else to like. Them niggas gonna talk to him and chit chat until they get him.
Doing this interview might have made things even worse than it already was. Because Durk later dropped a song where he said, sneaking pics by Von Mural, like Lil Bro won't come out and spin. But we sent a threat to FBG Cash for taking that picture. Then, 3 months after the song was released, FBG Cash ended up getting hit and lost his life while driving on the south side of Chicago.
Well-known Chicago area rapper was killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot, taken to the hospital in serious condition.
Now, let's move on to Shooter Shells, because he was a controversial rapper, best known for his affiliation with the Black Mob Gang, and his song Death of 150, which racked up over 8 million views on YouTube, in which he called out the whole No Limit 150 crew. No Limit was one of Black Mob's ops, and in Death of 150, Shells completely went off on his ops, including G Herbo, saying, Lil Herb, Bezo, Vito, Chemo, among many other 150 associates. The reviews were mixed because many people were saying that Shells was just trying to chase clout since he was taking shots at much bigger names in the streets and music industry. But Shells was on an interview with Iman where he cleared everything up, saying that his beef with G Herbo and the 150s has been going on for a very long time and that the beef goes deeper than people think.
You know, like we've been in tour with them guys for a minute, you know, Lil Herb or whatever, them, like all them little 150 guys. You feel me? It ain't specifically Lil Herb, it's just all of them. You feel me? I ain't singling out just him. You feel me? All of them. We in tour with the whole, all of them. You feel me? Like when he first started rapping or whatever, you feel me? Had mentioned my name in the track. This one I wasn't even really rapping like that. You know, it's rap beef. Once I mention my name, we go at it. You feel me? Because you know we really into it. It ain't like this just some odd never heard of. This, you know, we into it. It wasn't even just Lil Herb though. You feel me? He used to go to a whole nother, like when I was like in 6th grade, I used to go to PAL. You feel me? Then we used to be like, you know, elementary schools, close by elementary schools used to fight. You feel me? We've been always in tour with them. And as we got older, you feel me? It just escalated. You feel me? So you know, gang banging, fist fights turned to gunshots. You feel me? Gunplay, and he just so happened to be a part of them. You feel me? So that's how it came about. It don't never be about no money though. It don't really about no money. You feel me? Just always fighting, bad blood, and then as we got older, high school, and then playing with guns, people started dying.
But he'd end up losing his life in a very crazy way because back in July 2017, gunshots could be heard in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood of the 8100 block. 3 men had hopped out of a white Nissan and shot Shells multiple times in the head and torso. A total of 43 casings were found at the scene, with at least 15 shots being directly to his face. Now, let's move on to BTB Savage, because some say that doing this interview with DJ Vlad is the main cause of his death, since he spoke on how he killed someone in self-defense in a cocky fashion. According to Savage, a local rapper had been trying to get a feature from him for a while. One night, the dude got in touch with Savage and finally agreed to do a feature. Later that night, the other rapper pulled up to his apartment with a car full of dudes. The rapper came into Savage's apartment with another dude named Omar Richardson. Savage said he felt weird since both of them were looking around his spot when they walked in. But then, Omar upped some racks, so Savage thought it was all good. The dudes then came in with a box full of studio equipment so they could get to work. But then, the other rapper said he was missing a few things. So Omar told him to go back and get it out of the car. Savage thought something was off, so he locked the door when the rapper went outside, and that's when everything went left. Omar started asking Savage about his jewelry and eventually upped his firearm and told Savage to hand over everything. At first, Savage didn't want to give it up, but then Omar threatened to shoot Savage and his girlfriend. So Savage started taking his chains off. When Omar reached to grab Savage's chain, Savage saw an opportunity. So he wrapped Omar up in his arms, and they fell to the ground and started wrestling. Omar's strap fell out of his hand, and that's when Savage yelled for his girl to come shoot Omar. She came in and popped him twice, but that didn't slow him down because Omar managed to get his hand on a gun and let 3 shots off at Savage's girl. Thankfully, all the shots missed, and Savage got Omar back under control. Savage told Omar to leave since his son was in there, but Omar didn't listen and told Savage he was going to kill him. They kept fighting, and that's when Omar's partners came up and started shooting through the door, but they didn't hit anything. When they stopped shooting, Savage's girl popped back at him with 2 shots, and that's when Omar's partners left him to die. Omar kept fighting, and Savage's girl shot Omar one more time in the torso, and Omar ended up passing away. Savage and his girl got off on self-defense. It was a crazy situation that took over the internet. Savage even went on to do an interview with Vlad TV, and it hit 2 million views in less than a week. But Savage's ops weren't happy about it, since Savage was talking cocky in the interview.
Concerned that his people are gonna try to come back.
Yeah, they for sure might do what they do, but I'm gonna get active, that's all it is. And it is what it is.
Then, on March 30th, Savage posted pics on Twitter of him standing in a pool of dried blood where Omar had lost his life. Savage was trolling the dude, and the pics instantly went viral since no one had ever seen anything like that on the net. But 2 hours after posting those pictures, BTB Savage was in his Mercedes, driving around until 2 gunmen pulled up, boxed him in, and then started letting off shots. By the time help arrived at the scene, it was already too late. Some people blamed the interview for his tragic death, while others blamed the picture, since the picture was very disrespectful, even though it was self-defense. But speaking of rappers, 21 Savage had to check a rapper for dissing his homie's dead mother, and Lil Yachty had to humble an artist for disrespecting his people. So click this video to see gangster rappers who humbled entitled rappers.
Damn, man. That's a crazy video, man. W video, though. Don't like it. Whoa. Hold on real quick. I just want to let y'all know I do have more than this main channel, man. Make sure y'all look at my gaming channel. And we got a sport channel for all sports, specifically football content. I'm
going dollar for dollar. I'm going dollar for dollar. I'm going dollar for dollar. She screaming, she holler, she liking the way that I walk. I don't need a designer to get right behind her. She loving the way that I talk. All this hustling, grinding, this business I'm on, and I do all this shit on my own. Now I'm writing on my wrongs. Picking up pieces I'm on.
If y'all not watching my daddy, what are y'all doing?